Hello, folks. It's me, Kerbanaut here. And, well, today I'd like to talk about my channel in general and the plans that I think I have for it and where I think it's going. And I'm just going to kind of talk about what I want it to turn into and how I suppose we're going to get there. So, first things first, I want to be fun. I want to be fun for you guys because you don't want to sit here and watch me not be fun, because let's be honest, playing games is all about having fun and relaxing and all that stuff. So that's kind of be one of my main goals, is kind of be fun. Um, the next thing is to kind of put videos out regularly, and I've noticed I really haven't been doing that the past wee while. I've been missing videos. I've been telling myself I want to get a video out at least once a week, if not more, because there's other people out there who are putting up videos, like once a day or even like twice a day and some ridiculous rate. And although I think that's good for them and kind of that's a nice thing for them, I find that I'm quite a busy person, but I don't want to use that as as an excuse. And so I'm trying to work in recording times and editing times. I find it's very easy to record something. It's easy to go out and play the game, record it, and have a good laugh. But when I have to sit down and edit it and make it look good and sound good and all that stuff, that's when the time comes in. And I find that I'm kind of really running short on time generally. Um, so yeah, I think that has to be another one of these goals, for next year, a New Year's resolution, if you will, to kind of put videos out more regularly and make them more enjoyable, because I've been watching over a few of my old ones, and although they are quite good, some of them are quite lacking in that kind of fun aspect, and I found that I'm also um, getting some things done and then just stopping, either because I think I should start something new, or I think it's not going well, or maybe I personally get bored of it, or maybe it's just not getting the viewership that I'm looking. Maybe it's not just getting the views that I'm looking for, and so maybe it's not worth continuing. Because I found that sometimes, with for example, The Legend of Kithani, I stopped that because sorry, I stopped that because it just wasn't getting the views, and I thought to myself, well, what's really the point in doing this if no one's going to watch it? And there's other videos that I'm putting out occasionally that people are watching more of, so I'll try and do more of that. Maybe that's what they're looking for. But I think that I do need something to keep me going, and that's going to be another New Year's resolution. Try and get another kind of series out, something to keep going at, something that I can get, a good 20, 30 episodes in, and then get onto another series. Um, so yeah, that's one thing I do want to do. Now, I'd like to talk a bit about some of the stuff that I've already been working on. So, stuff that you've already seen. So let's talk about the Moonbase series. So the Moonbase series was initially just a thing for me to make a big Moonbase. I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to make a really big Moonbase, and to an extent, that's what I've done. But I have bigger plans for that. I want to keep going with that. I want to kind of incorporate some Kethane stuff into it, and incorporate some new science stuff in, because of the whole new science stuff that's been put into the game. I think I'm going to put a few labs down, but that'll come in the later episodes of the Moonbase. I stopped it because, well, I say stopped. I postponed. I always knew I knew I was going to keep going with it. But I had to kind of pause it for a wee while, just because the lag on it was getting quite extreme, and I realised I would not be able to build this thing with the amount of lag I was getting. But after the new 0.23 update to KSP, a lot of the lag issues on larger builds, on larger crafts, sorry, a lot of those lag issues have been wiped, because the code's been cleaned up massively, and it's brilliant. I did a tiny bit of testing before I had to leave, and it's been really good. And I'm looking forward to going back and working on the Moonbase. But as I said, I've put that on pause. Second thing is the Legend of Keithine, or Keithane, or Kithane, as I called it. The Legend of Kithane, I had to put a stop to, as I said, just because viewership, just because people weren't watching it. But I have another idea, much like the Legend of Keithane, but it's not exactly the same. And I think you're gonna like it. I'm quite kind of hyped up for it. I'm not like ecstatic, but I'm quite excited to start it. I've been doing some kind of just general testing on my own, to see if I can actually make the idea that I'm thinking of work. I'm kind of doing a test play, through KSP on career mode, just to see, with the mods that I have installed, if it would be something fun to do. And so far, it's quite fun for me. I've had a few laughable moments, um, and I think you'd quite enjoy watching me play that, and going along that kind of journey with me. So hopefully, we'll be seeing some of that next year, quite early, I hope. Now, lastly, before I go and leave you, for the new year, I'm gonna just say I haven't put anything up apart from, my sister and I playing KSP. I haven't put anything up apart from that in the past couple of weeks, just because I've been away on holiday, and that's about it. I play most of my KS. I record all my KSP on my desktop, and after I've moved to Glasgow, um, I took my desktop with me to Glasgow, and I'm coming back home for the holidays, and I've only got my laptop with me. And as nice as that is, it's not a powerful computer, not as powerful as my desktop, um, but it does the job. Unfortunately, the Moonbase and everything else is all on my desktop, and so I'm gonna have to wait till I get back to Glasgow in a week's time till I actually do anything more with KSP. But when I do get back, I'll be hoping to do a wee bit, because I've got another 2 weeks holiday before I have to continue working on film projects and such. So I will leave you now. I hope that this has cleared up a few things. I've been worrying myself that I've not been making very much clear as to what's happening with my YouTube channel. Um, but I hope this clears things up, and I hope you stay with me for next year. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, have a good one, and I'll see you later.